Because we deal with all of this stuff. All of this stuff. On Voice of Africa Radio. And Kenya is in the news all of a sudden. Kenya, which was the beacon state in Africa for a long, long time.
Beacon of stability.
Kenya that had resolved its tribal conflicts. All of a sudden. Kenya's in the news and this tribal war, quote unquote. And then we hear about Baraka and his meteoric rise in the political system of America. And it so happens that he's Kenyan, half Kenyan. And guess what? Half white American Texan.
That's the worst white American do.
Well, George Bush is Texan. And we're hearing that he is a blood relative of George Bush and Cheney.
And Clinton. Yeah.
Clinton too?
Yeah, Clinton and Bush related. Clinton and Bush related. Clinton and Bush, they're all related. Clinton, Cheney, Bush, they're all related.
No, listen carefully, brothers and sisters. And you have
no, they are related.
the Kikuyu, so-called. This is their narrative of the so-called tribal war. The Kikuyus dominate the government, yeah, and the Luo people, or they call it tribe, and the Maasai and other so-called tribes, we know them as indigenous nations or indigenous communities of Africa. But they would call them tribes. Yeah? But the head, the Luo, Barack Obama is actually a Luo. Yeah? Do you think this is all an accident? No. Do you think it's all coincidental? When Mama Frances Cress Welsing tells us we must decode? Do you see that there's some decoding needed here, brothers and sisters? That this ain't no accident? That if we study enough, we understand that there are very few accidents of history. You know there's a debate going on whether history is conspiratorial or accidental. Yeah? Well, I sense a conspiracy here, brothers and sisters. Now I want to say this to you. Time doesn't allow for us to do all the decoding this evening, but I'm saying this to you. Watch this space. Yeah. And as I said to our elder brother, Baba James Smalls, last night, after the program, the irritated genie has told me that Barack Obama is the ace card.
That's right.
In a sinister plan of global white supremacy for Africa.
That's right. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Half white American, half African. You imagine a so-called African American president or even vice president. You see how the other one, the Democrats, the Republicans, how they use Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell to justify all the wickedness. Because whenever they want to do their most evil deeds these days, they use an African to front it. Because we are the symbol of morality on the planet. You know that, brothers and sisters? So they put us, a lost African, up front to front the evils. Because if you put an African up front, it has the face of morals and ethics. Because we are the symbol of morality and ethics on the planet. It is Barack Obama that they're going to use, the Democratic Party is going to use. And they're disarming us again. They want to give us the impression that race relations has improved so much in America. But I want to remind you, brothers and sisters, there's more of our brothers in particular in America in prison than are in college or university.
That's right.
Yeah? Police brutality disproportionately affects us. Social deprivation. Yeah? Drugs, drug abuse, the criminalization of our young people in America, the shooting down of our young people on the streets. Young people carrying wallets, take wallet out of their pocket, they get shot to death because police thought they were carrying a gun. These are the things that we need to be looking at, brothers and sisters. Not one black man running for leadership of the Democratic Party. That's white supremacy. And so one of the things we did last night was reminded that we asked a rhetorical question. Because we could only ask questions. But what we stated, that Omowale Malcolm X was as scathing about the Democratic Party as he was about the Republican Party. And he told us, he characterized them as the fox and the wolf. And he said the fox and the wolf are both canine, both belong to the dog family. Both are preparing to nyam us up. Their objectives are the same. If we analyze Barack Obama in context with the Democratic Party, unless the Democratic Party has changed. But if we analyze him in context with the Democratic Party, what it stands for and its history, isn't it a contradiction? A serious contradiction. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters?
Yes.
We can't fall for these people's game.
No.
Another thing they love to tell us is how Malcolm X changed after Mecca. And try to reconfigure him as an integrationist. Yeah? A socialist integrationist, or a Marxist, let's say. Integrationist. Omowale Malcolm X told us plain and straight, I'm a black nationalist freedom fighter. You heard Baba James Small say last night, quite rightly, when he came back from Africa, he said, put your religion in the closet. Leave your religion at home. Because if it hasn't done anything more for you than it has, then you need to forget it anyway. Those were his words. No, I'm not saying he turned away from his religion, but I'm saying he experienced something in Mama Africa that changed his emphasis. And that's very, very significant. Are you with me?